This training video will walk you through the process of creating impact areas in Keela and connecting these impact areas with other parts such as forms, transactions, volunteering, and receipts. Before we get started, what exactly are impact areas? In Keela, we define impact areas as ongoing areas or causes that a donation, revenue, or volunteer record could be applied to. For example, as a pet-focused charity, I might have impact areas for veterinary costs, food and shelter, and educational programs. So, as you're watching this video, start brainstorming about what kind of impact areas your organization works with. And let's get started with Keela's Impact Area tool. When you first click onto Keela's Impact Area tool, you'll land here at the Impact Area table. Here, you'll see all of your impact areas in your Keela account and even some details about how they're performing, including a total amount of transactions, volunteer records, or forms that have been associated to this impact area. You can even search or apply filters based on the impact area names if you're looking for one specific impact area. You can create a brand new impact area, or you can even delete old impact areas. Now, let's walk through the process of creating a new impact area. And of course, here at Keela, it always starts with a purple button. So if we click this new impact area button, you'll see this little pop-up. And here's where you're going to indicate your impact area name. Keep in mind, the impact area name will be displayed publicly if it's linked to a form. You can also add a description to your impact area for internal purposes. This will not be publicly available, only something that is viewed by your specific team. Now that I've clicked Save, I have a brand new impact area. Now that your impact area has been created, you'll notice a few different tabs and this impact area overview. Here on this sidebar is where you can make any changes to your impact area name or the description. You can even delete your impact area from here as well. This exists on the Fundraising tab, the Volunteering tab, and the Forms tab. Now, let's take a look at the Fundraising tab in a little bit more detail. Here on the Fundraising tab, Keela will consolidate any transactions, scheduled recurring series, or pledges that your impact area has been associated to. These associations can be applied to transactions manually, via import, or automatically by Keela if it's accepted through a linked form, which we'll get to shortly. You can also add new transactions directly from this tab. So let's go ahead and add a transaction to see how it looks. You can see that the association is already pre-filled. We'll bypass some of these nitty-gritty details. And if we go back to our impact area, we'll see this new transaction has been created. Keela also allows you to associate volunteer records to a specific impact area. Similarly to our Fundraising tab, Keela will accumulate all of these different volunteering records with the Veterinary Cost Impact Area Association and will consolidate it here. You can add new volunteer records directly from this tab as well, which we'll go ahead and show you. And we can see that it's automatically populated here. Similarly to transactions, you can also associate volunteer records manually or via import. Now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of associating impact areas to forms. By doing so, this is going to automate that association so that you don't have to import transactions or manually add this association afterwards. Here in the Form tab, you will see any and all forms that have this specific impact area added to it. This impact area can be added to as many Keela Forms as you like, and this really provides your donor with the opportunity to choose where their donation goes. This is a great way to learn more about your donor's interests and their connection to your organization. So let's actually go into the Forms tool, and I'll show you how you can create this impact area association. I'm going to jump into our draft donation form for our sponsor Bobo form. And here on our new form builder, the ability to add this impact area association will exist here in the Designer tab. Under this Donate heading, you can have the ask type indicated. I want to change this to a simple impact area. And by doing so, if I scroll down, I have the ability to add impact areas to my form. Of course, I want this veterinary costs impact area. And you can see automatically we have this little drop-down box where people can choose to associate their donation to this specific impact area. And as mentioned, you can add as many impact areas as you'd like. So if we toggle back into our impact area, we should now see this form has arrived here on our Forms tab. Keela also allows you to customize the acknowledgement email or printed letter that will accompany a transaction that's made to your specific impact area. This is captured here in Receipts and Letters. Here you can provide details about the impact of their donation or transaction, and you can even customize their logo and header for the specific receipts and impact area related acknowledgement letters. If this customization is left untoggled, Keela will automatically use the default settings outlined in your organization settings under the Receipts and Emails tab. But if you want to customize the content of your acknowledgement letters for the specific impact area in order to pervade the sense of importance and impact your donors are having, this is where you can manage it. And that's a wrap for Keela's impact areas. Now it's time to build your own and get starting with associating these impact areas to your transactions and volunteer records.